Hi everyone, I want to welcome you especially to this week's weekly um, live trading session. I'll just quickly confirm that the audio is on. My apologies for not being live last week. I had a lot of schedule, a lot of things to do. My table was really full, and that really affected my plans and everything I wanted to do. I think it should be the first time that we haven't gone live in uh, 2 years, 3 years, because we have been, extremely consistent with that. So I apologize for that. And one of the reasons I didn't push is because of what the market has been doing. Okay, for those of you who trade professionally, you understand that the market has not really been behaving. It's not really been behaving. The kind of candles that the market is printing, behaving the kind of candles that the market is printing. All right, so we've got audio. So the kind of candles the market is printing is not the type of candles we are usually used to in this market. Okay, there's just something different about this period that every trader must be aware of. You must be vigilant for. The market is very different. Okay, so take for instance, I have a very working strategy, and looking at it and expecting it to play out in the charts, not seeing it gives me that reason to pause, take certain entries. So if you are still trading this week or this period and you're not taking out time to, get your rules checked and be sure that your confirmations are accurate before taking those entries, you may just be doing the wrong thing. Okay, and you may be victimized by what's going on in the markets. Okay, so as for crypto has been hijacked by the Fed, and you better be careful what you do with crypto. Better be careful. Yeah, if you follow my mentorship, you will not be wrong. Okay, because I'm going to guide you to into a lot of things, from getting you to make the best and right decisions into letting you know exactly what to do with crypto this period, because it's been hijacked by the Fed. So crypto is no longer as it used to be. It's no longer as it used to be. So you better be careful what you do with crypto. So quickly, I'm gonna share the screen, and I'm gonna show you a few things with what I'm gonna be doing in the market this week. Now, last week's live session, we had an experience. My screen was not casted. It was being shared, but it wasn't casted, so you couldn't see it. So I made up my mind that I was going to ensure that's not happening again this week before I proceed what I'm doing. So I'm sure you can see it now because I've confirmed it's casted. So what are we doing? All right, so let's start from the dollar index, just as we usually do it. So what's the dollar index showing us this week? What's the dollar index showing us this week? Okay, so before the bullish move, because I'm expecting a massive bullish move on the dollar. Massive bullish move. The dollar has been crashing, it's crashed and crashed and crashed, and it's tested this imbalance that I saw many weeks ago. If you can remember, those of you who follow my analysis, then after filling it up, it's about to give us, the usual change of character and break of structure that tells us that there's going to be a complete market structure shift, coming to field. Of course, you can see that there is another huge imbalance here. So, but before that happens, you must first of all see the candles, do what it's supposed to do. Yes, of course, it shifted this structure, but this imbalance is much. So price should definitely give a little retracements, doing another market structure shift. So I expect to see some new structures, because with what it has done here, this structure here, I would expect to see a new structure shift before I begin to consider a bullish move. So I'm expecting a bullish move on the dollar index this week. And that simply means that I'm going to be selling GU. Okay. So this is where I anticipated GU, but it didn't quite play out as expected. So I didn't take that entry. This was supposed to be last week. Okay. So right now, I'm just expecting price to get just maybe somewhere around here. Okay. And then give me my confirmation, and then I just calm down like this and just sell. So I'm expecting a sell on GU. Then quickly, let's go to JPY baskets. Okay, so that's the Japanese yen basket. So what's it showing you now? If you look closely, you see it's done massive bearish move. Okay, of which, excuse me, it seemed to be like that. It has done in an all-time. Let's see 1 week time frame. Okay, you see that confirms it. So if you look from the 1 week time frame, you see that Japanese yen baskets since 2019 has been dropping, 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 dropping. And where it is right now, it's never been before in 2026. Okay, and that simply tells you that selling the Japanese yen baskets may not just be the best for you right now. It may not just be the best for you right now. What could be the best for you right now is either you begin to look for the retracement, because after a massive sell is a few buy. Okay, so it should buy at least to this level. Let me take this out because that has been tested already. So based on my working strategy, there is a strong supply zone here, and from this demand that's going on right now, I'm expecting that price should just give a market structure shift and just go up to that plus. Okay, so I'm going to be expecting a buy on JPY. So once I get that buy confirmation, I'm going to be selling GBP JPY. So on GBP JPY, my instincts are clear and waiting for a bearish move. Okay, so I'm going to get my bearish moves from maybe somewhere around there. I'm going to just long it down like this, something like that. Okay, so that's what I'm expecting on JPY. Now, yeah, on GJ. Okay, so now there is this one that we usually do once in a while, GBP CHF. The structures have been funny too. Okay, so if you look, you see it's funny. Okay, so but I think currently it could give us bearish entries. So let's see. So we're gonna look and see if no, I won't trade this. I won't trade this. That's not the kind of chart I trade. So quickly, let's go to Bitcoin. Okay, now this is what I was telling you about crypto. The crypto has been hijacked by the Fed. So I will not advise you to invest in crypto. I will not advise you to invest in crypto because the future expectations on cryptocurrency is not guaranteed, because of what the Fed is doing with cryptocurrency. So, but you can trade it as a day trader. Take for instance, you can buy Bitcoin when it's buying, you can sell it off, same day, make a quick profit for yourself, or you can, sell it that reason. Buy, you can buy when it's low to sell when it's high, and you can buy when it's yeah, you can buy when it's low generally and sell when it's high. So for me, if I look at the chart on Bitcoin, looking from the 4-hour time frame, you see that it's massively going bullish, and it may just test 80K, and that's where a lot of people are, paying attention to see what's going to do when it gets there. So all I would just need to see is my proper structure in my entry time frame, which is 15 minutes. And after that, I'll just begin to look for entries. That's bullish entries on Bitcoin. And if you know these, Ethereum and Bitcoin are like twin brothers. They basically just repeat the same thing. Just that sometimes one is faster and the other one is lagging, and sometimes the other one is lagging and the other one is faster. So that will be all on Forex and crypto. So quickly, let's go into CFD, and just to let you know, silver and gold is just doing basically the same thing. It's just like what I just said now about Ethereum and Bitcoin. They're acting like brothers, and they're following the reserves pari passu. So if you look, you see that silver is somehow in a bullish trend. Okay, so in that case, we're going to find bullish entries. But I'm a little bit concerned because on this zone we have some kind of supply. Okay, so I'll be a little bit concerned to see what price will do when it gets there. So, but if I find a good market structure shift, then I may just consider going bullish for a short. Okay, so and now we'll repeat the same thing on gold because the structure for silver and gold are almost the same. Now, I don't discuss gold with the free community. In this live session is for the free community, but I just want to show you so you can see. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? So you can see it's just like what I said. So quickly, let's go to stock. Okay, so let's look at Tesla. Tesla has been going bearish, for a while, and let's see if it's gonna give us the bullish retracement. So we're gonna go into the 4-hour time frame on Tesla. Excuse me. And we're gonna look at the directional bias. What's happening to the network? Okay, the network is back. Okay, so Tesla has given the bearish retracement. I didn't even see that coming so fast. So currently, I think Tesla might go bearish a bit because it's going to retrace bearish. Then if I find any updates on Tesla, I'm going to let you know. Then finally, on our CFDs, so let's see US30. Okay, so US30 is done massive bullish in a while. Okay, and it's still going massively bullish, as you can see. I find a huge imbalance on that side, and that may just be where price may want to fill up first before deciding on any other thing to do. So I'm going to give you an update if I get any on US30. And that's basically all Forex, crypto, CFDs, commodities. So we just go straight to synthetics. Synthetics. It happens to be that the synthetic is more like what's giving us um, opportunities more this period because of the manipulations in Forex, crypto market. So maybe we'll do more synthetics this period. So if you don't have a synthetic account, you let me know so we can create one for you. So this is Boom 500. Okay, so I don't trade Boom 500 with the free community. I do that with the VIP. So quickly, let's go to that which I do with the free community, which is volatility 25. So if you look from the 4-hour time frame, you find that it's been bearish. I'm expecting a bullish retracement on that. I'm going to give you an update once I get that confirmed. And finally, we have 25 for the free community. And it's bearish. Okay, so find a bearish continuation, and I'll let you know what to do with that. So that will be all on today's live trading session. Okay, and I hope that with all that I've been able to explain this afternoon, you've been able to understand basically how you should trade this week. Okay, make sure you are always working on your strategy. Make sure you always keep to your rules. Make sure you are back testing always, and you're checking out what the market is like, because the market is dynamic. Okay, and sometimes it can change, and you're wondering why that strategy is not working again. It doesn't mean that the strategy is not working. It just simply means that there's something you're not doing, and that's to you know make your strategy always relevant to the market, no matter what the market is doing. So I'm looking forward to having you next week during the live training session. I'm thinking not to do weekly analysis and review this period, since the market is not really giving us much opportunities. So maybe when the market resumes back with its opportunities, it can resume back with a weekly analysis and review. So for now, let's just stick to the live trading sessions every Monday, 1 p.m. GMT plus one. See you next week. Make sure you trade this week and have yourself make some good money. See you.